Sejam bem-vindos ao TECH24 Especial Brasil. And welcome to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil's most famous postcard city and the country's capital until 1960. We're here to tell you how technology is playing a key role in helping improve the lives of Brazilians. In today's show, we take a look at Rio's bid to become a smart city and Sao Paulo's mark on the new industrial revolution. Also in this edition, the country of football hosts the World Cup with a little help from technology made in Germany. We'll tell you what's behind the new system lending a high-tech hand to referees. With 12 million residents, Rio de Janeiro is the second most populous urban area in Brazil and generates 5% of the country's GDP. The local government, keen to put Rio on the map as Latin America's first smart city, asked for the help of IBM back in 2010. Welcome to Rio's Operations Center. From here, the entire city is monitored 24/7 through 80 panels connected to 1,000 CCTV cameras placed throughout the city. Among the center's missions, to improve traffic conditions and help authorities react quicker to weather-related catastrophes. Now joined by PERACIO, the Chief Digital Officer of Rio City Hall. Thank you so much for talking to us today. What is the importance of technology for a city like Rio de Janeiro?
Thanks to technology here in Rio, we're in a permanent dialogue with the people, and that makes it easier for us to administrate the city. Our reactions are more effective thanks to the collaboration of our citizens. For example, when a resident posts information related to traffic conditions or publishes a picture of a road accident, we receive it here on our screens in real time. We're able to instantly locate the problem, which amplifies our reach. We go from being connected to 900, 1,000 CCTV cameras to 1 million cameras because every single citizen is providing us with valuable information. And we also give this valuable information back to our residents concerning blocked roads and alternative routes.
IBM helped with the development of the Operations Center, and now Microsoft and Cisco's system are investing in the city. Why do you think Rio de Janeiro is so attractive to tech giants?
The big events attracted a lot of investments to the city. The Operations Center is a very clear example. We needed a legacy for the city, a center to concentrate all the operations during the World Cup and the Olympic Games, and we managed to deliver this center ahead of time. And this project is already serving the population.
And do you think the Operations Center is still evolving, and how is it doing so?
A gente tem uma equipe aqui em cima, no andar de cima, que são os geeks, que são.
Well, for example, right now we have this new initiative, a team of so-called geeks who all work in a room upstairs and who are 100% focused on working with data, crossing data from different sources, coming up with solutions based on this data. And because the volume of information we receive every day is so huge, they're coming up with great ideas. For example, all local buses have GPS, so you can know in real time the location of the buses. And people are using this to develop different apps that help calculate the travel time for commuters.
Quanto tempo vai chegar o ônibus da linha X num determinado ponto na cidade?
Far from uniformed technicians, a group of kids also contributed to the improvement of the city. Here in Morro dos Prazeres, members of the community have helped digitally map their favela using a kite and a smartphone. Ives Rocha is here to tell me how this project worked, Como que funcionou esse projeto?
Utilizando duas técnicas. Uma técnica com celular, onde a gente faz o mapeamento terrestre, né, indo até os locais onde a gente quer mapear.
We used two techniques, one via a smartphone, when we mapped the community from the ground by physically going to the areas and photographing them. UNICEF provided us with an app called UNICEF Giz. It does most of the work.
Eles sinalizam isso dentro do aplicativo, tiram uma foto.
A group of kids walked around their communities taking photographs, and whenever they found a problem, they signaled that in the app, which then linked the photograph to the longitude and latitude data and some information they added via text.
Onde esses mapas vão ser
and all that data was then automatically synced to our servers, where the maps can be accessed.
É mapeamento aéreo de baixo custo.
The other technique we used was low-cost aerial mapping. For that, we used a kite, which kids in Rio are familiar with, and to the kite, we added a plastic bottle or a can containing a digital camera.
Que contém uma cápsula feita de PET, de material reciclável, garrafa de refrigerante.
And so when this capsule went up, it photographed the areas from above.
Dentro dessa cápsula, e essa cápsula sobe e fica tirando foto, fazendo mapeamento aéreo.
Tripulação, decolagem autorizada.
We're now in Sao Paulo, Brazil's largest city and economic hub. We're here to introduce you to another part of the country's digital revolution where everybody is invited to roll up their sleeves.
Getting a handle on 3D printing, an in-depth course for a group of students learning all there is to know about this machine, which can be used to copy just about anything.
It was great. It's like being in a playroom for adults.
It's what's known as a Fab Lab, a kind of open workshop where computer-controlled tools and objects are taking shape. Lucas is an engineer building a robotic arm. Using this cutting machine, he's making his first prototype.
The machine gets everything in 15 minutes. Now I have to put it together and see if it works or not, make it again and test a new version.
Fab Labs often have the support of university faculties or large companies. But in Brazil, getting research grants can be a struggle. So this Fab Lab has worked out its own way of staying financially afloat. For a course, it charges €60. Renting a machine costs users €15 an hour. It's a model that seems to be working.
The community has grown, and that's allowed the creation of a series of sustainable parallel projects which support the Fab Lab. That's how a financial model looks today. Within the Fab Lab, there's an active community with shared projects, and from this ecosystem, we've opened 3 other businesses.
And that's not the only model being used. For Brazil's first hacker club, it's not about the money.
I think that the fundamental thing is the exchange of knowledge between people and also the shared experience. That's what really counts. The launch of a product isn't the main thing. That's secondary.
You have to do it like that.
This student is getting free advice from Alfonso on how to build a car.
We share everything. That's our culture. You find it here. And if you want to create an object, you can just come onto our platform and download the project.
With the help of the 3D printer, Alfonso has brought this small project to life, a car that drives itself using programmed infrared sensors. The hope now that he could be on track to bigger and better things.
And as you might have heard, the country of football is hosting this year's biggest sports event. And technology tested during the 2013 Confederations Cup is now being adopted at this year's World Cup. We're now able to know, with computer-assisted precision, in less than a second, when a goal is scored. It's called the goal line technology.
It's designed to avoid lasting grudges and nip refereeing controversies in the bud. The technology is German, and goal control engineers have installed a kit in each of the 12 World Cup stadiums.
We have 7 cameras for each goal, and they are located around the catwalks. You can see it on several positions. So there are cameras behind the goal and cameras in front of the goal, so that we cover all around 360 degrees of the goal.
For years, football's governing body refused to even test goal line technology. FIFA executives believed no system would be 100% accurate. Mistakes are human, they said, and high-tech gadgets would suck the life out of the game. But 40 years after England's disputed goal against Germany in the 1966 final, a string of controversial refereeing decisions at the World Cup in South Africa forced FIFA to reconsider. After thorough trials, German company Goal Control was eventually awarded the contract.
The slider test is probably, it looks quite simple, but it's probably one of the most important tests. It tests to the millimetre the exact amount the ball is across the line.
Along with a high-tech wristwatch, referees will also be given a vanishing spray to mark the exact spot from which a free kick is taken and prevent defenders from stealing a few metres when forming a wall.
I hope you enjoyed our TECH24 Made in Brazil, a country where there is still a lot to be done, from developing practical solutions to transportation and education to ensuring transparency in government policies. But here, the prospects are bright and the people enthusiastic to bring about change. From Brazil, thanks for watching.